Okay. Let's talk about um 61X choice versus cover two, and we're going to pick random cover twos to start. Start the ball middle of the field, and let's talk about it. So, set the protection. See what's going there. Okay, so um, it's going to be kind of like self-explanatory in terms of this. What you really want to look for, I could take this drag. Oh shit, not that one, but you know what I'm saying. I could take this drag pretty much all day, every day, right? You know what I mean? I could take this drag all day, every day, right? Okay, so let's see. The reason why this coverage is beloved so much is that middle linebacker. He plays so it turns into a cover three in essence, right? And um by the time in those DBs play, they cover the vertical until it gets to the help, right? So you guys just kind of take what the defense gonna give you. You know what I mean? Like you don't wanna overthink the process of it. That drag is gonna be there. That drag is gonna be there. Now, if you want to be risky, you can possibly throw that, but you have to like aim it down under. You have to throw it under the linebacker. You know what I'm saying? It have to be under the linebacker throw, right? So I think the biggest thing what we need to learn is how do we know it's cover two. That's what we need to learn. So let's talk about that aspect of it. How do we know it's cover two? Okay. So let's go to the defense side of the ball. If he opened up like this, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say like that. Let's see over here. This is a better look at it. D doing that jam, that's cover two. Dead giveaway right there, right? It might be some time to, you know what I'm saying? But before we even get to that, the splits on the safeties. Once you see that safety shift his hips like this and run outward, the moment you call hike for real, you should be looking at the safety. If you see too high, look at these safeties, bro. Because this is gonna be a user. He's gonna be a user. He might use this guy, but 9 times out of 10, he's gonna be the users, right? So they're gonna be all out of position. They ain't gonna really know. These guys over here is gonna let you know if they open up they hit, but and both of them do it. That's cover two, right? Another indicator, since we run the X choice, we want to look at the cornerback over here, see what he's doing. You're not gonna know off the back end, but a lot of the times he would either play he would play it like this, right? That's another indicator. It's cover two. So this is what you're doing. You call height. First step, look at the two safety. Safety, okay. Second step, look at the corner, either side, right? Make a decision third. You know what I mean? And take what they're going to give you, right? Now, huge indicator, if they not using this middle guy, he's going to beeline to the middle of the field. That's the huge indicator. He going to beeline to the middle of the field. Now, if they using this guy, we love cover two. We love when they play cover two, right? And he's using this guy. Because eventually, if we just keep taking this right here, if we take this right there and take our 5-6 yards every single time, what are you gonna do? He's gonna bite down on this. He's gonna bite down on that, and then this dude on the back is gonna take advantage of all that. You know what I'm saying? So we don't mind cover two at all. Like we you know what I'm saying? We love cover two. You just gotta take what they're gonna give you. And a lot of times these routes right here, they play these well. Unless it's a hard flat, that's covered. That's a window. That's a real window you gotta, you know what I'm saying, throw it into, right? This right here, this is a real window. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't even, you know what I mean? So you want to take what you want to take what they gonna give you. Like you want to try that. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's not there. It's just not there. It's not there. Let me see if I can sneak it in there. See if I can sneak it in there, right? Take the R1 because that was like the cover two invert version. Let's cover two invert version of it again. Like I said, R1 gonna be there, you know, if I had time, but cover two invert version of it again. R2 gonna be there. All right, here we go. Let's see. God damn, I know it's Alabama, but fuck, man. Give me some block, dog. I messed up looking at the pass rush. I mean, fucking. It's a whole shot. It's a timing thing. You got to be on timing. You got to be on time. You have to be on time if you're gonna do that. You gotta be on time. It's not a bullet pass. It's more of a touch type of pass. You know what I'm saying? So if you got the timing right on that, you got action. You got the timing right on that, you got action. See, you see, I see. It's a risky one. You know what I'm saying? For the game, you know you're playing cover two. You know what I'm saying? Like you wanna, you know, it's a level of timing that you got to have if you're gonna play that route. That's too much air, way too much air, right? So you know it's like a green release on 2K. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you gotta have the green release down, right? You gotta have the green release down to be able to drop that in there. So I would say a good rule of thumb. A good rule of thumb is let's take a look at it ourselves right now, right? A good rule of thumb is once you get like you know what I'm saying, I want to say about 5 yards, like right here, let that motherfucker go. Don't throw as soon as he bump. No, about 5 yards, let that motherfucker go. Cause then this guy is drawing some attention too. Cause you see how he flip his hips back that way to make sure. So now let's just for hypothetical purposes, let's put R1 on the street and let's see how he play it. Okay, same right, same thing, same thing. Let's put R1 on a post and see how that safety plays it. Okay, so it's the same, yeah. So he's gonna play that the same way, right? So that's a tough one. That's a tough ball. But it makes those rewarding though too though. It makes those rewarding too. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can drop it in that hole, if you can drop it in that hole, that feels good. You know what I'm saying? Now this guy over here, the original, try to throw it in that little window right there. And sometimes you get that off. You can throw it under, you can sometimes get that off. But this guy over here, it's hard flat. That was a hard flat. Watching that drag. Let me see. This is cover two invert. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's gonna be because he's playing. Let's go to the boundary with it. Let's go to the boundary see how he plays it now. See how the cornerback plays it now. Let's take the little underneath joint. Okay, so he's still playing it the same type of way. Yeah, he's still playing it the same way. He's still playing, which is good to know. I like the variability of you know what I'm saying some of the routes, but you also want some of it to be the exact same too as well. You know what I'm saying? He's following that dude on that streak the whole time. It's like it's no Yeah, by the time we get all the way out there, so you really when it's cover two, you really don't even want to look that way. To be quite honest, you really don't want to look that way. To be quite honest, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to look to because the way that cornerback is playing that is he's pretty much man coverage on it the whole time. Yeah, he's man coverage on that. He's man coverage on that. Let's see if I use a post in there. Let's see how that plays out. No, not really, not necessarily. Let's see if what about a bang? Let's set a uh, trying to think. Is there any other routes I can? Nope. I'll do a deep over for shits and giggles. That's not realistic, but I get it. Um, yeah. So to be honest, you don't even want to look over there unless it's like what I'm saying, like for sure the cornerback is playing hard flat. But if he's bailing like that, you don't even need to. What I'm saying, get off of it. He's bailing, get off of it. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why you want to take that drag too as well, because boom, if he bailing like that, that's 6 yards, man. We gonna take our gimmies. Boom, I seen he was playing hard flat, so I tried to get to her immediately. They drop him back, take it 6. Take it 6, right? He drop him back, take it 6. All right. And on this side, okay, it's let's see. And that's the beautiful thing about mixing stuff up too, right? Because it makes you hold the ball just that much longer. You don't want to keep calling the same defense. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to mix it up and do different things to make somebody, hold the ball a little bit longer. So yeah. So if he's bailing like that, he's technically the boundary defender. That's your guy. Now if the middle linebacker is being usured instead of bailing like how he's bailing right now, and he's using that, you want to look at. Let me just let's go through it real quick so we can be on the same page. So if he's bailing like this, this is going to be here unless he puts this dude on a hard flat because you've been killing him on a hard flat, and you know what I'm saying. But for the most part, beginning of the game, testing things out to see what's going on. If he's bailing like this, definitely look at this guy. But if he is using him, I'm telling you, I've seen it. He's going to guard him. He's going to guard him, or he might guard him a little bit, or then switch stick off of him, or switch stick to him right here. Okay, cool. By the time we do all that switch stick and stuff right here, we already behind the defense. We behind the defense. He's not gonna listen, and he's definitely not gonna recognize until it's too late. You know what I'm saying? That this is happening to him. And this route right here is going to be depending on how the cornerback plays. Obviously, if he gets that bump, then throw it behind his ear to try to get it off. Right. Let's go to the other side. Let's just make sure that everything plays the same on both sides, because the hash, whether y'all know it or not, hash marks play a big role in how the coverage is being played in this game. Big role. Oh, it's tough. Take it. Take it. That's a tough ball. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I seen that bump, so I was like, anytime I see that bump, I'm giving it a shot. Anytime I see that bump, I'm giving it a shot. If he bump, work on that pass. Work on that. It's not. It ain't gonna be perfect. It ain't gonna be perfect. It ain't gonna be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But we wanna work on that though. We wanna practice that. I was aggressive. I was gonna try to Aim it down. Work on that. Tough ball. It's a tough ball. But he got to know that if you threaten stuff enough, he has to know that you have options. You know what I'm saying? He has to know you have options. He has to know you have options. I'm not the biggest fan of the X. Only I would say this. Oh, well, let me try it. Let me just make sure. Okay, we got one-on-one out there. If I get some fucking time. Ah, damn. Yeah, it's like, yeah, yeah. It's not. It's not a. It's. I would say it's not. This is not for him. It's not for him. It's not for him. He would be technically a decoy in this. In my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? We not doing no high routes, we just calling it how we calling it. He would be a decoy in this, and I would be looking strictly at the hook curl defenders and see how they play it. You know what I'm saying? And see how they play it. And I seen him, you know, play how he play right there. That's a beam. So yeah, your options change. Square is no longer a viable solution. You know what I'm saying? The X receiver is no longer a viable solution on that. I will go straight to the backside and then see if I can, you know what I'm saying, sneak some in on that route right there, get something right behind him. You know what I mean, on that route right there. Um, you know, see who is usering. If he go too deep, take that right there. You know what I mean? Like those are my two options right there until he switch out the defense. He switch out the defense, then it might be, you know, it might be something else. But those would be my two options. And the beautiful thing about like I said, this one play alone, it's just options. You know what I'm saying? Without having to do a whole bunch of hot routes. Sometimes you can get lost in a hot route game and you mess up on a route or something like that, or you forget to do something, or you forget to set your pass protection, or you don't realize who rotated when you was doing all your hot routes. You was just, you know, focusing on your stuff and not looking to pay attention to what the defense is doing on their end, and you just miss too many stuff. So you wanna have this play down packed to a point where you can just call it and just go and take your yards, right? And another beautiful thing about, well, not this particular setup right here, but cover two is terrible with the run. Cover two is awful against the run. Look, it's awful. It is absolutely awful. This is Alabama. This is Alabama, right? They playing cover two. We can run the ball. You know what I'm saying? Take your 3 yards, man. Take your 3 yards. You know what I'm saying? Take your 3 yards and go and run with it, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's only 5 in the box. It's only 5 in the box. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is pretty much self-explanatory. I don't think it's need no further explanation when it comes to um, cover two in particular. I think this is pretty much, you know, self-explanatory. This is what it is, right? You take this, you take the underneath. I wouldn't worry about the square route. Um, depending on who's being used, that middle linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who's being used right there. You know what I mean? But the game is going to be between the hook. The hook is going to be the hook curl defenders, not the seam. It's going to be the hook curl defenders. How do we manipulate them, and how do we get them out of cover two? And then if you got the good timing, you know, time that up. You know what I'm saying, to make sure that you know, that's a valuable option too. But that's three different reads against cover two, man. That's all you can ask for. That's all you can ask for. Three different options on the thing, and that fourth option being, okay, we know he in cover two. Let's run the ball. You know what I'm saying? And you want to keep like reads and stuff like that as simple as you possibly can, man. You don't want to overthink it, man. It's already too much you got to think about offensively and defensively. So the quicker you can play on this game, the better. You know what I'm saying? The faster you can play, the faster you can realize what they're doing on offense and defense, the better. and you take your little 3 yards, man. You do, and we don't, and in college and Madden, you know what I'm saying? Like third down is fourth down. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is if you averaging 3 yards a carry or 3 yards a pass, then shit, what you think is gonna happen? You gonna get a first down, right? But if you overthinking what you need to overthink, then that's when you kind of make a mistake and fuck up. So don't overthink any of it. Just process it, see what they got going on, take what they give you, and then move on to the next. You feel me? That was a bad ball. But other than that, man, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all got any questions about any of this, these coverages and how to read this stuff? Please leave a comment below. But yeah, look at it. Like I said, I don't have like the diagrams and the, you know what I mean, the breakdowns and stuff like that. I'm just talking to you as somebody getting on the game and playing it and knowing what you need to look at and knowing what you need to read, man. And if you get that down, you're gonna be pretty unstoppable, and you're gonna have a whole bunch of fun, man. I think that's the biggest thing, man. Having fun playing the game. That's why we like to play the game, to have fun, man. So y'all enjoy. Talk to y'all on the next one.